Hi everyone, this is Olga Adler from Austin Businesswoman, and today we're going to talk about a beautiful product that's designed in Austin and it makes you think that the future is now. We're talking about Backyard Pod, and our guest today is Kelly Kassian, Director of Growth at Backyard Pod. Kelly, hi, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Olga. This is awesome.
So tell us about your company. How did the idea start?
Yeah, very much out of the need of everyone working from home. The owner is actually Pavel, and what happened, a friend of his, was working from home. They had a new baby, and he was going to lose his mind, trying to take calls, not wake up the baby. And also, just at night, there was no separation of personal and work. He's staring at, his laptop, even if it's in an office, it's still, he could just quickly pop in. He was needing this. And so Pavel has a background in some construction as well as a CPA. And he just kind of said, well, I bet I could build this for you. So sure enough, he is from Poland. He has some European kind of design background. And that's kind of where our look comes from. And so he built it. And sure enough, neighbor on one side, neighbor on the other side saw the building. And they're like, well, I want
Chain
this as
reaction.
well. Is saying chain reaction. So it just kind of blew up from there. And then just myself, he was looking for exactly that, just kind of scaling the company. So on the side of, marketing and sales and things like that. And so he reached out. I'm actually from Canada. So I moved not too
Oh,
long
wow.
ago. Yeah, and started with the company. And so it's been a lot of fun. We're very, lucky and thankful to be in Austin, and we have such awesome clients. So
Yeah, welcome to Austin. And who would you say are your most typical clients? Do you have like a collective portrait of who needs this product?
yeah, great question. So it's pretty cool because initially, right, it was oftentimes people kind of working from home, growing families, wanting that separation. And now we're having a lot of adults that have parents that kind of need to come and live with them, whether it's a single or both parents or just kind of longer staying. Yeah, it's a little bit diverse, but I would say that's been kind of the primary people that we've been working with.
Great. And do you have a lot of requests for an office space or like photography studio space or maybe even podcast recording studio?
Yes. Oh my gosh, you've nailed it on the head. Austin, such a variety of people. So we've done a lot of offices. I'm in a pod right now, actually. It's an office and a
Oh,
gym
can you show us
space.
around?
I can even just kind of pan over here. Is it as one of our clients? So yeah, that's kind of her workout area. You can see
Nice.
it can handle quite a bit. We had one of our VP of construction doing chin-ups on that on that bar. And then it kind of pans back around and we have kind of a nice little window on this side. So yeah,
Wow.
it's a lot of fun. It's, flex space for whatever they want to use it for, but you're so right. We've had music studios, art studios, voice actors as well, you name it. People are wanting to do ones for their pets now, so stay tuned for for a dog
Oh,
pod.
wow. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
so many things that you can use it for whenever you just
Yeah,
need some peace and quiet and you don't want to be in your bedroom all day long.
yeah, exactly.
What shapes and colors and sizes that it come in? Do you have any visuals to show us?
Yes, I can show you our website. So I'll just share my screen
Yes.
really quickly. And
Let's do-
here we go. Perfect. Pop this up. Can you see this okay on your end, Olga?
Yes.
Perfect. So yeah, so we have a few different options. Definitely what we initially were kind of the most busy with are our pods. The reason for that is because they're mostly used as office spaces and they're 200 square feet and under. So for that reason, you don't need any permits. So it's under the
Oh, wow.
dimensions.
Good news for the
Yeah, exactly. So we can just come
for
in
the
within
neighborhood.
those 30 days. Exactly. Yep. 30 days, come in and build, and you have a fully operating pod. And then you can see there's kind of different design layouts for each one, depending on which sizes you choose. We have some where is kind of two separate rooms that people use. And so another option that people have been loving is our luxury tiny home. It's our Gigapod that we launched recently.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
Looks like
this
a
is a lot of
villa.
fun. Exactly, exactly. So, and everything you're seeing is included. The decking, the swing, the Gigapod
Even the
involves
swing.
even the swing. Yep. Yep. And same with our pods. Absolutely everything, installation foundation is all included. Our gigapods as well, they also include full appliances. We do include that as well. So it's kind of our modern take on your tiny home. And so there's like a little bit
Wow.
of a video. Yeah, so a lot of you're getting a lot of light. It's a great option, whether you're looking for a tiny home yourself, an Airbnb property. There's lots. And lastly, our it's kind of fun is our space pod. So this is very much designed for kind of a plug and go. It's a little bit more portable. It comes fitted. It's only 2-day installation. So it's quite easy. You can kind of see it there to just come in and
Yeah.
install this no problem. So that's been a lot of fun for people that just kind of specifically want it for a office space, and they don't necessarily need to use it as a flex space like some of these other options. So yeah, like I said, just kind of depending on the person's situation, there's lots of different options, and we do come and build on site. So you can also, there's some flexibility there as far as what you're looking for. So our Instagram is great. This kind of is a live channel of it to check out. We're always kind of putting new content on there. And I'll just stop.
This looks great, but so you're from Canada and Texas
Yeah.
here has a very different climate. So what about the weather? When it's very cold or when it's very hot, what are you boiling inside or how does it work?
Yeah, so inside our pod, I know I was definitely not mad about moving for that for that reason. So our pods themselves, they come with an AC unit, so a mini split. It's actually my favorite part. It's on right now and you can't hear it. So it's kind of up there. You can see the
Oh
digital
yeah, it's
thermostat.
right there.
Yeah. The best part is it's near silent. So it's 9,000 BTU as well. So it's well over for the space. And you're not hearing that. And it's a smart thermostat.
That's really cool that it's air conditioned and you can actually use it for most of the year, not just for the 2 months of cold weather that we have in Texas.
Yeah. And it's heated as well. So both ways. So all year round, you can use your pod.
So what are other features that you have if you need Wi-Fi, if you need, I don't know, electric outlets to plug in all your equipment? Do you have all of that?
Yeah. So actually, when you're getting the pod from us,
Oh,
everything is included. So, like you were talking about with the outlets, there's an outlet that comes on every wall already with the pod, as well as the 2-foot deck, and then you have a swing. There's an outlet even outside by the swing, and that's all included as well. You have your lighting, the windows that you see. It's actually the reason why it's designed this way. It's specifically so that the space never feels small. It's designed after a Japanese meditation room called Ma. And that's why our ceilings are slanted up. So when you walk in, it's this vaulted ceiling. So it opens up and you have the windows
mhm.
above you. So it brings your eyes up. And then you turn around and they come with these beautiful big sliding glass doors, as well as 2 picture windows. So then it's opened up to your yard. And the great thing, it is designed for an office. I don't have, I have all this light coming in, but it's not directly behind me.
Mhm.
So it's great for Zoom calls as well. So yeah, you name it, you can choose your paint colors. It's all James Hardy boarding, your luxury vinyl. It's supposed to be a very easy, simple process for our clients.
No, this is an amazing idea. And also, you said it doesn't need a permit, but what if you have an HOA that's really demanding? Like they really particular about every little garden gnome that you put out
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
So, do you
yeah.
help people with that?
I love HOAs. They keep me on my toes. So, yes, we have worked with a
Everyone.
variety. Exactly. So, Cedar Park, Westlake, you name it. Southside, we've worked with many different HOAs and provide any of the information they need. Luckily for us, sometimes it's as simple as just sending the website because they see the design and that it's something, beautiful.
Mhm.
Not only that, we can make it work. So if there's a certain color or look, we can make it so that it relatively matches the house. Like, never has there been a situation where the pod looks out of place, we can always be flexible on
Hmm.
colors and materials. And the other thing is that because we use high end quality materials, it's always been fairly easy getting that approval then as well, just because they're seeing the quality of the work.
Hmm. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the materials because you said that some materials come from Europe, and I also saw information about sustainability of the product. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, so mostly, so it's actually, so Pavel moved here from Europe, so it's the design is more so European. Materials are from here. Yeah, we're using James Hardy boarding.
Hmm.
It's fully insulated. Like I said, luxury vinyl. Some clients like to have the front fitted with pine or cedar, and just kind of depending on the look they're going for. And the sustainability, we're working with a company as well to offer solar panels, so that's an option for your pod as well. We're looking at, I know people with the snow that happened last year, we have a lot of inquiries just in regards to
Yes.
how do I make this off grid? So that's definitely something that we could do is make it so that your pod is fully on its own. And just kind of, again, it's working with other local companies to do that.
Hmm. And what are the most frequently asked questions when people contact you and they're still hesitating and they're deciding? What are the questions that you wish you could answer once and for all for everyone who is still in doubt?
Oh, I love that. I would say the first thing is that there's no hidden costs. For everyone that's dealt with renovating or any kind of home construction, I know that's the biggest fear, is that we're very upfront with our pricing. So that's straight out the gates. The first call I have with people, line item by line item, we say how much it's going to be. If anything, we overestimate, then it can always credit. So it's very communicative. Dealing with myself and Pavel both have professional backgrounds. So we like to bring that aspect and some fun to the process. So you're always able to get a hold of us 24/7. And then the second thing is time frame, because that's oftentimes another thing that scares a lot of people, especially right now, right? Just in the construction world, is that everything's getting pushed out and taking way longer than what has been said. So that's the second thing. We let you know when you're on your schedule and you're going to be done in X amount of time. It's not going to be all of a sudden, I talked to some clients they're working on their deck and now it's 6 months pushed out to a year. So that's not going to be the case with us. We stick to the timeline. We're communicating with you.
That's great. I think it's really good that people know ahead of time what budget they need. It's not going to be like, oh, we need another 5,000. Actually, we need another 10,000,
Yeah.
and it can be endless. And then they finish a year later than they promised. So it's a great security right there when
Yeah,
you know all the
exactly.
information up front. And also, I think it's so helpful for the community. Most of our viewers are entrepreneurs, and we have a
Right.
lot of photographers, a lot of creatives who just need a separate space. They want to work from home, but they don't want to bring their clients in their house. They want
Yeah.
it to be a separate space, as you said, because you want to have some kind of definition. You want to have your
Yeah.
home space, you want to have your business space, but you can have it on the same property. And I think
Yeah.
it's a great idea. So what's the geography of your uh, clients? Like, do you ship to different states or do you stay in Texas so far?
Yeah, so we're currently just serving kind of the Austin and outer area because we are coming and building on site. That is something though that we're looking at for this year is expanding, further outside of Texas and then potentially outside of that as well. So stay tuned. That's something that we're currently kind of working on because in order to do it properly and to our standards. So.
Hmm. And do you have any a roadmap for where do you want to be? I don't know, 3 years, 5 years from now. Do you want to expand the range of your products? Do you want to expand the I don't know the geography? Talk to us about your plans.
Yeah, I definitely love it. We have a lot of, I know the owner would say, we're to the moon, we're going to the moon. It's always, I said, one step at a
Well, your
time,
space
Pavel,
pod
but
look like it's already ready.
Ex- Exactly. Someone will get a hold of him. Maybe Elon will reach out and we'll have to figure something out. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely, it's been so busy in Austin, just with it being one of the fastest growing cities, and a lot of these homes, not being big enough, or, people all of a sudden want to create a bigger space without having the construction in their home, or now their growing family, they can't afford it. So we are quite busy here, but our plans are, first it'll be kind of looking at whether it's San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, and having another team and servicing that area, kind of depending on, the most need, and doing it that way. And then looking at, further outside of Texas, we have a lot of people reaching out from, you wouldn't believe it, of course, a lot from California. I had someone call me from the Bermuda
Mhm.
Triangle the other day. So
Oh,
wild. So there is a need, and people do love our design. So it's something that we want to be able to service outside, and see how we can do that. So that's definitely something that's in our goals.
great. And thank you for thanks Katie for commenting. She also comes from design and construction business, a
Oh,
colleague of yours.
awesome.
So
That's
you're
awesome.
inspiring other people in construction too. And so my last question would be, since you, like myself, moved to Austin from somewhere else, what's your favorite thing about Austin?
I will say this. It is true that Canadians, for the most part, are very nice. So I was a little bit
Looks
nervous.
like that.
Austin, everyone has been amazing. It's been so nice, so welcoming. Our clients are absolutely amazing. And then even just, going to a coffee shop, people are just looking to kind of make other connections. And not only that, but you know, it's been very fun. The whole keep Austin weird, definitely a thing. I've met some really cool, really fun, different people, and using the port pods for all sorts of different things. So that's been my favorite part, is just kind of meeting the other people that have either just moved here, or the Austin locals.
Yeah, would people here think outside the box or outside the pod? We'll start
Oh
this
my
new
gosh,
trend going.
to trademark that,
Think
I love
outside the pod.
that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, thank you so much for showing us your products. I think it's amazing, and I'm very proud that you're from Austin and that you're helping both families who look for an extra living space and entrepreneurs who need an office or a studio but can't afford maybe renting one or buying one outside. Just have it in your backyard. What could be more convenient than that? You're one step away.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for to everyone who was watching, and reach out to Kelly if you need a pod today, or maybe you're thinking about one.
Yep, I would love to
Thank
chat.
you.
Thanks so much for having me, Olga. This is awesome.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.